I've been active all my life, doing skiing or motorcycle riding or those kinds of things. And I was in an exercise class, and at the end of the exercise class they were stretching, and I just felt a little dizzy, and I didn't know whether I had not hydrated myself or I hadn't eaten a good breakfast or something like that, but I just felt dizzy, and I went down on one knee, and that's actually about the last I remember. And then 6 days later, I woke up in the Erlanger cardiac care unit in ICU. I began to piece things together. And apparently, what the nurses told me was that I had what is commonly called a widowmaker. So I had the heart attack that has no symptoms. And on the way to the hospital, they had to revive me. I died, my heart stopped, and they had to use the paddles, or they had to use whatever means they could to get me back to life. What they said is that some plaque broke loose, and it blocked one of the arteries. The other arteries, they wanted to do a 6-way bypass. As it turns out, they only did a quadruple bypass, but 2 of the arteries were 100%, almost 100% closed, and the other 2 apparently weren't functioning at all. For me, it was personal because it was my heart attack, but for them, it was also personal. It felt like Erlanger and all of their personnel took what happened to me very personal. They immediately put me in the Erlanger cardiac rehab gym. Not only do they have doctors down there, but they have nurses, and then they have women that take care of you, that help you in the machines, that help you do physical exercises. So they really pushed me to get back on track physically. And when I first came out of the heart attack, I had no strength whatsoever. So my son, my youngest son, I think he wanted to bond with me, because I think he thought my dad's going to die, and I probably need to bond with him. And so we were looking for something to do together. And so I'm from New Hampshire, and so I naturally thought, why don't we climb a mountain? So 10 months later, we fly to New Hampshire, and we think about climbing Mount Washington. All right, so at the top of the mountain, I had made a sign. I had written on cardboard, and it said on one side, it said, "We made it," and it gave the date, November of 17. And on the other side, it said, "Thank you, Erlanger." The case for me is Erlanger saved my life.